you get your inspiration from, Mags?
Everywhere. I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, uh, inspiration can come from anywhere. And for me, it's often conversations with people.
Mm,
Uh, I like having conversations, as you might have guessed. Not so much in group settings, but one on one, I'm very good at it.
yeah.
Um, I yeah, I think, yeah, and it's one of the, to me, it was so important, and it's kind of central to what it is that I try to do is, put ideas into the world, because
Mhm.
we all need ideas, to spark the next idea that we have. And that can be books or podcasts or TV shows, or
Mhm.
a walk in the park, or, like I say, conversation with someone. But in order for us to grow as human beings and get new ideas, we need input, because otherwise we're just going to go around in circles.
Yeah.
That's what our brains are so good at. And so we need something to break that cycle, so we can have the next thought and the next thought and the next thought and the next thought.
Mm,
And that's not to say that we're copying thoughts of others, but it's this, oh, that's an interesting take on this, and take that in, and then, and then make
yeah.
it your own, and then add your own stuff to it. I think that's how we, just as human beings, how we learn and evolve, and
Mm,
are inspired for the next day.
yeah. Mine's business books. I don't read enough that because it's also overstimulating. So I get a lot of ideas from business books that then kind of whack me, beat me around the head for a little while. And I love getting them, but it can be I really have to take care that I don't read too much, because I then it just jumps around all over the place. And it's a lovely feeling to get inspired by someone else's thought. I really enjoy that. I'm also good when I'm on holidays, so I haven't been taking as many holidays as I should, because I really like the way
What
that
should is it? Oh, that's a that.
my
Oh, that should go on the list with try.
Well, it's on my list this year. It's on my list of things to do, is to do more holidays, because
Yes, to do more holidays, not to should do more holidays.
well, I should be doing more holidays is my point, but because a lot of my holidays last year were at home, which
Hmm.
is not the same as going and experiencing somewhere else.
Yes.
And so when I say should, I mean I need to get out and do those trips that I usuld to do. I used to
Yeah, but
travel.
you want to, like, use words like want, or should is.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, I have a bucket list, and I find that sort of stuff is important to me for goal setting. Like, I do believe that bucket lists are useful.
I have a friend who purposefully gifts people experiences for their birthday.
Oh, nice.
Um, because stuff is only stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we are doing a candle making workshop
Oh, nice.
for my birthday. So,
I refer back to our previous
we
episode on
usually,
creativity. That is
right,
important.
we usually go. I think last year we celebrated my birthday, which is in December, in
Yes.
April. Um, Sometimes there's a delay in the experience, but it doesn't, make the experience less enjoyable.
Mm. I've got my bucket list on my phone
Oh, wow.
in a tick box, and I've got.
I'm sorry. I love that it's a tick box. That is, if anyone wanted to get to know you better, they just did.
I love my little notes app. But it's so I need to add more to it, because I've decided that I have more on my list for this year than I had before. But one, two, three, four, five, six, seven of the list are places. I
Hmm.
want to do things in those places.
Okay.
And so I always prioritize travel
I don't
in
know if
my
don't
20s and
is
30s, and I haven't really prioritized it in my 40s. So it's
mm.
like the bucket list allows me to go back over those things that I really love to do and make them more of a priority. I'm just
And
very targeted
I
now.
also think that sometimes, sorry, I was getting some free acupuncture there. I also think that sometimes we overthink this, right? Like I love your intention to travel more. Um, and it's definitely something that uh, needs to find its way back into my life as well. I'm just not quite there yet, but that's okay. Um, but it can also be when going to the supermarket, take a right instead of a left. Take a
Yeah.
different route, order a different coffee, like make these small little changes sometimes to just sort of break up the routine. That's what can then lead to a new thought, a new experience, a new, right? Like it doesn't have to be, oh, let's go on a trip to the other side of the world. I mean, that's great. Go on the trip to the other side of
Mhm.
the world by all means. But like
You can make small
you can
changes.
make
Yeah.
small, you can do small things that can then inspire big change.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Yeah.
mean, I know that last year I got so many recommendations to read Atomic Habits. So I was like, okay. Um, I listen to the people around me when 10 of them say the same thing.
Did I ever give you your book in Dutch? I got it for you.
You have not yet, but we've not seen each other yet.
Yeah.
Oh, well, more acupuncture. What is happening?
She's having fun.
I love that she's becoming a feature of flat whites with felines, I guess. Um, but it's this sort of idea of, I mean, atomic habits. So it's like this idea of adding small little habits and goals,
Mhm.
and I think it's also you can create so much inspiration and really sort of shake something loose by the smallest adjustment to your day.
Yeah. Mine's a tidy office
Mhm.
because
Which
I'm
before we started recording, you complained about how much of a mess your office is.
yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but I'm also asking for help from people because I've
That's a novel concept.
I know.
Where did you get this idea? Said
But
the person who never asks people for help, but rather sits and cries in the dark. Okay.
oh, but I one of the changes and yeah, I've got to get this done is I'm going to change my carpet in the office because I've got a rug that nice big 3-4 meters, it's a decent size.
Yeah.
And it's fading and I've had it for 3 years, 3 or 4 years, and I'm like, what would be the one thing that I could do to make things feel bright again? And I'm like, I can just change the rug. Don't have to paint, I don't have to do much except that one thing that will make such a difference. And so it's like, what's the one thing that you can do around you that will inspire you and that it will make something change?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to be big as you said, but I mean I'm aiming big this year. I've decided.
And I am excited for the big aim. Like, but there's also the reality of sometimes we don't feel like we have capacity to deal with big. That's why I said, like, I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite ready for
Maybe
travel.
maybe we need like instead of a bucket list, we need a mug list.
But
Let's
that's
do
it. Like, and
a mug list.
maybe it is about get some new mugs that feel lush to drink from, right? Like that make you feel that cup of tea is extra special, right? Like I don't know, but there's sometimes you just it's just about finding these little things that keep you motivated and
Yeah.
inspired and and that can be a they sometimes like find a mug that somehow you can relate to your big fucking goal, right?
Yeah.
What is your big goal? Do you have a mug that represents that feeling or that has that has words on it that help you remember what your goal is,
And if
right?
it doesn't, make it. Because there's a lot of stuff out there that you can make your own things now. So if you can't find what it is, go out and make it. Like, we talked about creativity a little while ago, and it's like use that as a motivator to get, like, if you have a favorite saying, put it on a mug, get the mug on
Yeah.
your desk, like that sort of thing. Um, what was my thought? I had a thought then. It was, oh yeah, software.
Of course, your thought was software.
But I'm I found I like to try different software because if it doesn't inspire me, I'm not going to use it. So if something isn't inspiring you in your business, is there
Change
something
it.
else out there that you can use that will inspire you? And
I
I'm a
mean, other than taxes, you can change anything.
yeah, yeah.
And I
And I
don't
think
think taxes are ever going to be inspiring. Let's be
no.
really.
Well, some people love numbers.
No,
They love.
nope.
I don't think
I
it's
refuse to accept that as
oh,
part of my
I was going to
reality.
say, I love numbers, I love data, but I'm not a fan of finance. I'd like someone else to do that job. Um, but yeah, I think it's about finding things that you can put around you that inspire you. Have a little mug goal, have a big bucket list goal, but write it down and put it somewhere where you can actually look at it and remember why you're doing what you're doing and remember who you are.